Good morning, sir.
Okay, morning.
So today we are Group A, so we are master student from
Okay.
UTM.
Okay.
So we are going to do a research interview
Okay.
regarding resilience in the Malaysian insurance industry, which is a qualitative exploration of solidarity and caring discourse in a changing financial landscape,
Okay.
basically during COVID-19. Okay, so before that, could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Soma, and we are from Astra. So I'm an agency manager in Astra. So for past 5 years, so I think the question will be very suitable for me because why? I took charge as a chief agency manager exactly on the COVID time, which is in 2020, right? So we are a number one agency in Zurich. So currently, and we have almost about 200 plus manpowers, and we are also a mega agency last year, and currently we are towards a mega agency, and yeah, that's about agency and myself.
Alright, that's
Okay.
very nice to hear, sir.
Okay.
So let's go towards the interview question now. So let's focus on transformational leadership.
Okay.
So can you describe how the leaders they responded to the COVID-19 pandemic?
The leaders means my agents because I'm a leader by myself.
Yes,
or
correct.
you want about my
Yes,
agents, is it?
about yourself as
Okay.
a leader. How did you respond to the challenges faced
All right.
during
At first, the time was very panicking because why? We don't know what's going to happen. You know, what are the changes that been done by government, and what are the possibilities that we have at that point of time, right? So definitely it was a huge change, and at that point of time, so that is the response that I personally have, and also, you know, at that point of time, the agents also are very new, and I have to be strong by myself, and then only I can guide my agents, right? So it was a panicking time, and but at the same time, what are the things that we have is we always see the potential that behind this panicking, you know, because that's the nature of business we have. Our industry is the insurance industry,
Yes, correct.
so basically the nature shows how important is health, you know.
Yes.
So we always see the potential behind this panic.
Okay, I understand. Alright, let's look at the next question. So what leadership behaviors, example like vision sharing or encouragement or role modeling, most influence your team's resilience?
What we did is again and again we try to make them to realize the nature of business, because at that point of time we realized that a lot of business been shut down,
Yes,
you know, so a lot of unemployment happens, and a lot of sickness, illness, you know, death happens everywhere. But when we start to realize back the nature of business, we have all the solution in this business, you know, because why? It's all about the financial freedom, you know, illness solution, and also recruitment, you know, because when everything is shut down, we are the only industry we start to recruit people.
Yes.
When every other industry is shutting down, right? And then when everybody is panicking about the illness, so the nature shows you that how important is the, you know, health. So we always get back to the nature of business. So that's the encouragement basically we have, and then the potential of the business.
Okay, I see, understand. Alright. So in what ways have leaders inspired adaptability as well as innovation in your workplace?
We focus on we call being proactive, you know. So this is the things that we've been focusing, that all the leaders and agents we being productive and also proactive, which means we focus on there is a things we call focus on circle of influence or circle of concern. There are two things in life. It's either we talk about, you know, what are the things are happening around the world, or you know, the current situation, the pandemic and all that, or we can focus on the influence, means what are the things that we can do by ourselves to make a changes, you know. If let's say a lot of unemployment is happening, then why don't we go down and we start to recruit? If a lot of people are, you know, losing their life, they're getting illness, then why don't we use this potential to educate them the importance of health, you know. So this is the, you know, one of the qualities that we've been telling the agents and all that lah. So means focus on your influence, means circle of influence. Focus on your circle of influence means being proactive basically.
What kind of innovation was done during this period?
Basically we strengthen our communication.
Okay.
All right, so at that point of time, if you all realize, that's where the Zoom is being, you know, being started. So all these online platform being started. So we start to encourage and we start to engage more into online platforms.
So digital platforms.
Yeah. So we try to engage more and we start to promote that more.
Okay, understand. Okay, have you ever personally experienced individualized support or mentoring from leaders? Like a leader above you?
At that point of time, we don't have leaders, so we have management.
Okay.
All right. So definitely, they also on the ground with us, encouraging us and always been there as support that we are not alone. And that's what the communication that I've been sending to my agents as well. Don't worry, guys, you're not alone. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
You know. So we are also sailing towards the same journey. You know. So we can help each other since we still have the communication, because why we had the platform, right? And most importantly, everybody had plenty of time.
Understand? Okay, now I'm going to pass to my next teammate.
Okay.
For the next
Can.
one.
Morning.
So we'll be moving on to the organizational resilience.
Okay.
So from your perspective, how resilient was your organization during this pandemic time?
We've been with a very high hope. We are very strong, you know. So because why? Like I said, we always focus on the potential rather than the problem. So the most important thing at that moment is communication. All right. So because we can't be assembling, we can't be doing our natural business, means we always used to have a meeting. We have to go to the ground to meet clients, and we have road shows, you know, because our business is a people business, right? So what happened is, since we have a new platform, we start to engage people on a daily basis in a new platform. So what we did is we are very strong and clear on the communication. So I think it works well.
Okay. Can you share an example of how your firm has adapted the process to meet the sudden disruption of COVID?
What we did is, first of all, we prioritize on the safety. You know, so that's the ultimate most important thing, because we want to make sure everybody is fine. You know, and everybody is there to respond for the communication. And then second is we try to implement the right communication, right? Because there was a few platforms at the same time, you know. So we try to prioritize on certain communication platform, and then we try to engage on that, and we try to expand and we market the particular platform, so that it's not only for our communication but also for them to communicate with our clients. Because we have a range of clients. We have some, you know, elderly clients, you know, so clients with you know, non-educational backgrounds and all that. So it's very hard at that point of time for them to communicate through Zooms, because everybody have to register, everybody should have the email, you know, so all these things. So it takes some time, but at the same time, we also have some communication through phones, right? So we have some video calls. So we tried our level best to engage. So this is the strategy that we have used.
Alright, okay. So what are the system or practices that has helped the organization to absorb the shocks without a major breakdown?
Definitely, again, a communication system, okay, and also a proper scheduling, a timetable. Because why? If, let's say, everybody, the nature business, normally like today we are in the office, we know what's going to happen next, right? We have our meetings and all that, but we can imagine, we have been through at that point of time that we are at home, we don't even realize the timing, you know, what we're going to do next. It was like there's no sound around, you know. So it's very empty. So unless we have given them a proper scheduling upfront, okay, tomorrow this is the slot that we're going to have about meeting, and the next slot will be engaging with clients, and this is prospecting time, and this is the recruitment time. So we did a proper communication system and also a scheduling system, and most importantly, monitoring. If 2 days you're not communicating, then there is no platform of Zoom and nobody is going to meet you. Right? So I believe when we went through that pandemic, the most important is communication, because everybody is shattered around, everybody stuck somewhere. So some of the agents and leaders are also stuck in Singapore, some of them in their hometowns, you know. So communication is the main priority at that time.
Understand. So how quickly do you think that the organization was able to restore the normal operations after COVID?
I think it's quite quick. Okay, why? Because the moment we already adopt to the new system, it took almost about 3 months. You know, because at first we thought there's no hope. You know, because that's the nature of business, right? You know, so like there's no hope. We don't see clients, but the clients is not ready. They are not mentally prepared. Some of the family members, they are losing their lives. You know, so when this happens, at first like we said, the whole world is actually been panicking. But when we realize, okay, that is the right platform now, then I think slowly we picked up, and after 3 months, everything is okay. You start to engage. We already have that the right communication platform, and sooner or later, we did even better than the previous year.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be moving on to the next part with
Okay.
my team member.
All right. Thanks.
Now let's continue to the next part, which
Okay.
is solidarity and caring discourse.
Mm-mm.
So basically, how did communication among your leaders and employees reflect solidarity during crisis? How did that communication made your company like togetherness, solidarity?
Okay. I think again, it reflects back on the nature of business. You know, because we realize that nothing else more important than health. You know, so at that point of time, whatever problems that previously we had a misunderstanding or the agent among the agents or the leaders and all that. So the pandemic have shows that, you know, at most of all these things, the most important thing is whether we are still alive or not. That's the most priority. So there is no more egos. There is no more, you know, problems or misunderstanding before. So everybody to make sure that, hey, are you still alive or not? Not even healthy, you know. Are you still alive? You know.
Yeah.
So naturally, when we have this in our heart, so what will happen is again it reflects back to the nature of business, which is insurance. Make sure we assure everybody is healthy, safe, alive. So when it happens, so we had very frequent engagement among us, and then that made us to have even a strong bonding. You know, so when every day we are meeting each other in our office, probably you felt, you know, it's very boring. Oh, again I have to see these faces.
Yes.
You know, my leader is always torturing me. We are having a meeting today also. I have to come. But can you imagine 1 whole month we never seen each other?
Yes, yes.
You know, so how are you? And I think you all also were there
Yeah.
to witness this. Every time we come to office, you know, we have to be in a proper,
Yes,
you know,
correct.
attire, you know. So, but there, we can see the actual person, you know, the actual image of the person that are responding to us.
In daily life.
All right, daily life. So when we see this, the bonding even gets stronger. Okay, this is me, you know.
Yeah.
So this is you. So are you still alive? Yes, I'm still alive. So what's happening, guys? So whatever explanation or whatever meetings or whatever programs that we have, everything runs genuinely. You know, so it runs genuinely without any pressure or any certain agenda.
Yes.
Because again, we want to make sure on top of all this, whether you are still alive, because at the same time we also have lost some agents, you know. So that's pretty sad, because that was the last day we saw him is the previous meeting in the south. After he went back, then he had a COVID, then he's no more now, right? So all these reflection of life, you know, it makes the bonding even stronger.
Yeah, understand. Okay, so like what did you use basically to communicate during that time? Was it more to WhatsApp or more to Zoom?
Zoom, because at that point of time it was the first year of introduction of Zoom. And Microsoft Office, I think not Microsoft Office, I mean another platform.
Google, is it?
Google, yeah, online Google platform, so all this. And then video calls. But at that point of time, WhatsApp video calls is very limited. You cannot, you know, insert all 40 people or 50 people.
Yeah, correct.
So that's how Zoom is been invented. And then at a point of time, it's also, they start to implement new things, you know. I don't know whether you all realize or not, at that point of time, at first it's only maximum 20 people only you can, you know, join into Zoom. Then they make it, they extend. So now updated, 40 people can join, then 60 people, then 100 people, you know. So, and new features. So
you can record.
yeah, correct. So we use most of the online platforms for us to engage, and most of our marketings also through online, TikToks, Dub Smash at that point of time, Dub Smash, we call it Dub Smash, and then Reels, Instagram. So all these platforms been our marketing strategy.
So this really made like the solidarity among you guys.
Yeah, because that's the only engaging platform that we have. We cannot be in a reunion or united at one place.
Yeah.
So we have to be there, stationed at home or hometown or Singapore or whatever. But the engagement is consistently being there.
Okay, I understand. Okay, let's go to the next question.
Okay.
So what kind of languages or messages made you feel supported and valued within your organization? Like what kind of messages that you bring to like the verses?
Okay, so normally the most powerful word that we had heard at that point of time is basically, don't worry, we are here. You know, so same for me when I told the agent also, don't worry, I'm here to guide you. You know, I know what's happening. It happens to me as well. But hold on, you know. So please take care of your health, because in certain employment or in certain industry, it basically there's a lot of pressure on productions,
Yes,
you know.
right.
So they don't care. Some of the office also, when I saw, even pandemic, you still have to work. You know, they don't care. Even you are work from home, it's become even stress.
Yeah.
You know, because if I'm in an office, it's probably 8 until 5. But when you are at home, you work from home.
More hours.
More hours. Then it became a habit for certain industries to call you whenever you want to settle the problem. It's making even stressful, right? Rather than the normal office hours. So this is the things that we gone through lah. So question just now when you asked also about how else we engage, right? We did a lot of online team buildings. So then only I start to discover that team buildings also can be done through online.
Yeah.
You know, then a lot of quizzes, a lot of games. You know, so that's how we get ourselves
Like you
alive,
keep yourself
basically.
occupied and
Yeah.
keep your mental health going.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, understand. So like these quizzes all like it kind of help you guys bond better.
Correct.
Okay, understand. Alright, so like now let's go to the next question. So were there any examples of collective strength? Example like for example we have teamwork or mutual help that stood out in your company. Like what was the thing that mostly stood out to you? What kind of collective strength stood out?
Because at that point of time there were limitation. So basically the question is all about pandemic, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot of limitation and also a very limited resources, you know. So since it happens, so again, the only way for us to engage or gather is through these online platforms, right? So when it happens like that, so we have no other choices rather than we have a consistent communication, right? A consistent communication, and then a proper organization chart or the proper scheduling. Okay, so whom to contact at emergency point. You know, if let's say, you see, if in before pandemic, if let's say a person or an agent, they want to submit a case and all that, right? So at that point of time, they have to come to the office because they don't have iPad or for them to submit the cases, right? So they will come to the office or the leader will go to the house and start to do that. But now they can't do that, right? So they have to find the proper channel to do that. So of course the company also have supported on this matter. You know, they have come up with quite numbers of platform where e-signature, you know, so e-signature, and then we transfer signature to the leaders, and then from online you can check your activities and all that. And then there are also some activities not only from the agency side but also from the company side, right? So this is how we've been going through.
So basically digitalization helped a lot?
Yes, definitely. At that point of time, that's the most important part of digitalization have worked in entire world, I believe.
Yeah.
Right, then it's become our norm already. Right now, until now, there are habit of working from home.
Yes, correct.
Until now, people are using Zoom. because that's become norm and that's become a comfort for most of agents. So like I said, every problem, when you have a problem, you have a new solution,
Yes, correct.
and that new solution probably brings you a new productivity,
Yes, correct.
right?
So mutual help was the one that got you guys to
Definitely,
that's
the mutual
strength.
help between the organization, the agency, of course, the agents as well, because the agents also understand the problems that the agency facing, all right? So the challenges that we are facing, and also the company.
Okay. Alright, so how was empathy and care expressed by your leaders as well as colleagues during this stressful time?
I think empathy is the only thing that's been serving
Yeah.
around the world, right, at that point of time, and that is also the main concern. So I think nothing less in any industry, but especially in our industry, it's about health, So we are more concerned on that matter, and like I said, that was our priority. We will make sure it's okay if you never submit the case. It's another thing. Are you still alive? And it's been prolonging for quite some time because it started on March 2020, and then we thought
Over soon,
one month later. So
Yeah.
everybody was preparing. Then they said no, another 3 more months, another 3 more months. Then it drags to until 1 year.
Yeah,
So at one point of time, where is these things goes?
Yeah.
There is like nowhere already. Every time we watching the news, you can see 100 people dies today.
yeah,
80 people die. It's very panicking.
yeah.
It's very panicking. Then when we can hear some siren sound from ambulance. We see some people are collecting there, here and there in the neighborhood. Then this guy is passed away already. So we cannot attend any funeral.
Yeah, correct.
We cannot go and get back to our relations,
Yeah.
okay, friends. So yeah.
So how did you give empathy? Did you have any of your agents stuck in Singapore or other countries during that time?
Yeah, mostly are from Singapore because why? We have our part-time agents, which they are working in Singapore and also they are working with us. Since they stuck there, we try to help their family members here. Since they cannot come back,
Yeah, correct.
so we through postage, through some of our leaders and by myself, I have a letter to travel.
Yes,
Remember,
correct.
we have to get
Yeah,
it
yeah.
because it's a important job lah. In
Yeah.
pandemic, there are only a certain jobs been
Yeah,
allowed for
like
you to travel,
healthcare.
healthcare, insurance, or your police, or So since we have that, that's how we try to
Give
serve
back.
our value. Yes, serve our value to our clients as well our agents.
So how did you what basically did you do for those agents that are over there?
Some of them we try to of course the moral support is one thing. A part of that, of course, if let's say they are unfortunate one, so we try to help them through monetary wise or through foods.
Yeah.
We give them some extra foods and all that. We try to like I said, through postage, or sometimes we have some extra we carry and we give it to them. And we done a very small scale of gatherings because we cannot do a big one, just a small gathering to to get some donations and all that. So this is how we try to reach them.
So the empathy did go through during this period of
Definitely. I said that's the time that they need the most.
time. So this is how you all as an organization, this is how you all expressed your care towards different
Yeah,
people.
because why? Because again, everything is on a limitation. The resources, the communication, the traveling, everything was.
Even shops were closed.
Yeah, everything is closed. If you want to give them something also, it's closed.
Yeah.
You want to buy something, it's closed.
How did you purchase during that time?
There are certain malls, supermarkets open, especially for daily, dietaries, or you want to buy something for your important things, is still open. So we focus on that certain things, and at that point of time, the most difficult part, things will finish.
Yeah, you finished very fast.
So it's finished very fast. So that's why we get it from somebody. We have extra among us. Okay, so we help the unfortunate one. So mostly a part of our agents, together ourselves and the agents, we try to help our clients more.
Yeah. So like, did you like have like any other voluntary programs where you go and distribute?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. But upon we did the program, so it's almost like towards the end of a pandemic already.
Yeah.
So, there are more travelings.
Yes, correct.
Okay, there are more travelings and more shops are opened, and then we have more access. We have more resources, and I saw that they start to release a part of people to come back to Malaysia really from Singapore,
correct.
session by session. And then we also have a lot of openings that we can start to travel, and then distance, so they create the distance.
Like the quarantine started to
Exactly,
go quarantine.
exactly,
So
yeah.
Like people are getting their mental health
Correct,
back.
correct. So that's how it basically happened.
Okay, I understand. That was a very entertaining ideas that you
Okay.
have shared. Okay, so now I'm going to pass to my next
Okay.
person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be speaking about reflections and moving forward from COVID. So, in what ways did the crisis change your view of leadership in the insurance industry?
How it changed basically, the change needs to be done. So means we always have to be prepared. Okay, and you see, in life, this is not the only problem that we are facing. Prior to this, there's a lot of malaria issues and all that. Again, a lot of darurat happens. So we always must be prepared for the changes rather than be sitting in a very comfort zone or believing in one system that is not going to work. So this is the thing that the pandemic have taught me lah. He said changes has to be there. Don't sit into a very comfort zone, and the changes need to be adopted very fast, very quickly. If let's say we don't adopt to the changes quickly, then
We'll be left behind.
we will be left behind. For example, that this is the things that I personally read or I've been through. Like just now, there are a few questions about what are the things being motivated and all that, right? So Nokia was one of the most powerful gadget, telephone. Since I'm an 80s kid, so what we know is Nokia. So at that point of time, there is no such thing as Apple. We're too much onto Apple or touch screens, Samsung and all that. So what we all know is Nokia, but where is Nokia now? Right? They're supposed to be the main leading brand, right? They're supposed to lead everything because they were fantastic, So, but
and
where
all their resources
exactly?
to move forward,
They've been a main role model for any other telecommunication company, right? So, but where are they now? So the only thing is they've been very comfortable on their structure. They don't adapt to the new changes, right? So they've been left. So don't care whoever you are. You could be a very big agency, or you could be a very strong leader. You can be very knowledgeable. Whoever you are, if we don't adopt to the recent changes, then your information or your transformation or your belief system is not gonna reach anybody, right? I can be a very good speaker, but then if I don't have the platform, if I believe I want to wait until everything is solved. I want people, because I'm good talk in front of people. I don't believe in talking into social media or Zoom because anybody can mute, anybody can leave. I don't like this. If I'm still talking about this, then I'm not going to grow, right? If I believe that I need to make my talk more engaging, because now the platform is social media, right? So I have to be more engaging so that they sit there and watch me. Not saying that no, I want to have a live meeting. If not, my meeting is not going to work. I'm not going to be that, right? So I have to adopt for the changes. If not, means I have to be left behind.
Probably like the new ways of how to engage like the younger generations, how to keep up with using the phone, because not everybody sits on the videos for like 10-20 minutes.
Correct.
So like the first few seconds gives a very big impression.
Correct. Yeah. So this is what the pandemic have taught me.
Okay. So what are the lessons can future leaders learn from about fostering the resilience and solidarity?
Again, the changes, but on top of all this, every problems that are happening, there's definitely for sure there is a solution. And every problem has a new opportunity. All right. So like I said, without this pandemic, I don't think so there will be Zoom. It's not been probably yes, but maybe in near future if we need it lah. If not means everybody is meeting everybody, on daily basis. They have the WhatsApp or Facebook. Why do they need a proper meeting platform? They don't need actually, right? But when pandemic happens, the new opportunity opens. When the new opportunity opens, now I can have a meeting with China people,
that's
people from India, international meetings I start to have now already. Those days different, I still remember that those days we will have a very big camera. They will fix a very big camera, and then a very big machine will be there for me to run a meeting if it's an online meeting. So we have to switch on everything. Then the camera is okay. The camera, then our face will be, then only it will reflect. We have to organize with our system, Okay, so it's like I forget the name. It's like encrypted lah. It's encrypted because it's company information, right? So I cannot bring that back to house. So that camera will encrypt it with the system. They will give you a like dongle or something. So then only you can see my face here. Then it will be connecting. Then it's connected. Then they should have the same system in their office, right? Then only the communication can be done. And it looks like Zoom, but nothing much. You cannot share the screen and all that, So nothing much.
Very rigid kind of
yes.
processing system.
Then the camera will be focusing here. Then we will be starting talking. That's how the online meeting been happening all this while. And for you to install the system, it takes you at least minimum 30,000 to 40,000. So every company, they will have 3 meeting rooms or 2 meeting rooms, and they will be installing this. But nowadays, it's in our finger, it's in my phone. If I want to do a meeting with any other platforms in India, businessmen or whoever, I just I send the link and it's done.
Yeah, and it's for
right?
free.
It's for free.
Yeah.
So you see, when we have the problem, the new solution or the new opportunity opens, right? So it happens in any business. So this is what I told my leaders and also my agents. At this point of time, rather than we focus on problems, why don't we focus on the new opportunity? Another story is, I personally have learned, and I always tell this to all my agents: problem is never a problem. If you don't know how to handle the problem, that's the problem. Problem is never a problem. There's no problem actually. In this world,
you have to listen to that again to really get into
problem is never a problem
until
you know how to handle the problem. For example, I'll give you a very layman understanding. If I don't know how to swim, don't talk about ocean. I can even die in a swimming pool. Right? So now the problem is not the ocean. The ocean is never a problem, I don't know how to swim. That's a problem. Right? If I know how to swim, ocean, you name it, lake or wherever I go, I can swim. So there is no problem actually. The problem is I don't know how to swim. The ocean is never a problem. So there is always, if you know how to settle the problem, there is no problem. Okay? So who will be, if I'm going to ocean, right? Who will be scared now? Those who can't swim, right? If I'm a professional swimmer, why should I be worried? So when you can handle any problem, if I've been prepared, then there's no problem for me.
So coming back to how it has affected during COVID, like your organization was well prepared. Like although you didn't see this coming, whatever opportunities that you all had, you all actually made full use of it. And until today, even post-COVID, I think we are still implementing all of those.
Exactly. It's become a new norm and it's become a habit already.
I think even people are, like the normal people are very used to of choosing options of using Zoom instead of like walking in, of having presentations.
Exactly. You see, those days, right? When we want to do a business opportunity program, so we have to give a lot of tickets, we have to sell the tickets, we have to prepare food, so it costs you almost about 1,000 ringgit to 2,000 ringgit for us to assemble at least or 40 people or 50 people or 100 people, right, for them to listen to what we say. Okay, so sometimes people don't attend, they don't turn up, so much of arrangements need to be done, a lot of administration work to be done. But now I send you a link, I tell you this is a topic, come, you can sit, you can have your own coffee, your own meal, okay, be just comfortable, just listen to me, what are the opportunities that I want to give. So now we can see 100 people attending the opportunity program free. Right.
Alright, so If you could recommend one leadership practice that could continue in the post-crisis, what would it be?
One.
If you could recommend one leadership practice.
Being proactive. Again, like I said initially, being proactive means first thing, focus on circle of influence rather than circle of concern. You know, so always any opportunity you see, you just see what I can do about it. Okay. For example, again, a layman, I give you a lot of examples. It's okay, right?
Yeah,
So one of it, for example, now if it's raining, we cannot stop the rain.
right, yeah.
You know, so but you can always give a lot of reasons. You can say that's a circle of concern. Circle of concern means, for example, raining, natural disasters, economic crisis, new prime minister, or whatever it is that within your changes, within your beyond your control. So if I keep on saying, I cannot Asoma because it's raining. Can I come at 5 o'clock or not because of raining? So if I keep say that, it's up to you because you are focusing on the concern, which is beyond your control. But there is certain things that within your influence, we call circle of influence, which means if I get an umbrella, I can go anytime already. I don't need to worry about the rain. I just get my umbrella. I can book a Grab.
Yeah.
Alright? So rather than giving you thousands of reasons, there are certain things that is within my control. I cannot control rain, but I can have an umbrella. So circle of influence means having an umbrella. Circle of concern means it's a rain. Alright? So being proactive. And then another most important thing is begin with an in mind. Means whenever you start something, okay, always remember why we start.
Yeah, true.
Okay, get back to the objective. If you get back to the arguments, for example, then you realize that the argument is getting very personal. We forget about the objective already now. But basically, we are fighting for the same thing. So we forget about the objective and we start to fight with each other. So because it's a people business, when we are communicating with our clients or when we are communicating with our leaders or our agents, the most important thing, get back to the objective. Begin with an in mind. Don't forget why we started. Right? So that's another most important thing that these two things.
So did the crisis change how you define success?
Definitely. Because why? Before this, like I said, we've been sitting in a very comfort zone. You know, we thought, okay, this is how is the business, and you know, every year we have to do our own goal setting, right?
Yeah.
So I think you all also have done this before. It's a short-term goal, 1-year goal, and 5-year goal. So my 5-year goal before was totally different because I thought, you know, the life is, you know, another way with the pandemic.
Yeah.
In this world, there's two worlds already. You know, before pandemic and after pandemic, there's two worlds. You know, it's totally different. Different platform, different way of communication, different value. Everything is different already, right? So before pandemic, when I set a 5 years goal, it was different. Okay, so I had a different vision. I have different goals. I have a different route to achieve it. That means the mission, lah. You know. So, but now after the pandemic happens, then I realize I have to just throw it away. Then I have to restructure everything again. So what I need to be done is like the changes is always there. It's good for you to have a long-term goal, but the most practical one is your short-term goal, right? And the most important thing is monitoring your goals. It's not only just set the goal, but for you to monitor. All right. So it's good for you to go for gym. Okay. Any of us? Why do you think everybody goes to gym? Okay, everybody goes to gym, but why only certain people? If they target 1 year, they will reduce the to their ideal weight or for the BMI, or if they want to be more muscular. We can see faster changes here, and some people they will look same. You know, it's already 2 years in the gym, they still look same. Why?
I think mindset and the goal plays a role.
Both have the same goals, you know. Both have the same goals. You can see every morning they will have the coach there with a bodybuilder. You know, today's morning routine, I want to change this. All these are very normal, right? But these people have you can see a very obvious changes in his BMI. But this guy looks still same. Why? Both have the same goals, right? Both in action, you know. Both you can see they are in the gym. You can see.
Probably like the efficiency that person A is taking is higher than person B.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
So in the end, it's about the action. So you go to the gym is one thing, how much time you spend is one thing, but the most important, rather than you go to the gym or you set the goal, the most important thing is the monitoring and also the execution, which means your dietary, okay, your, for example, like your calorie count. That's what make changes, rather than you go post it in a social media about the positive quotes, you know, put some celebrity pictures before and after, and you talk so much on what you want to achieve in life, rather than you go and do your calorie count.
Correct.
Right? Rather than you monitor how many sit-ups that I have done today, how many walks that I have done today. If let's say today I have done 5,000 steps, then tomorrow I have to do 7,000. If I do 7,000, then next time I have to do 10,000. If I monitor this, the more you monitor, you will see a lot of changes. Alright? Rather than I just again and again I fix the same goal. Every single year we have the same goal, but nothing changed. Because why? There is no monitoring, right? And so I believe the monitoring is the most precious things, rather than we set the goal. And again, the consistency. Right? Anything we do consistently will become your habit and behavior. It's either you be aware or we don't aware. Some things we do it without awareness, but we consistently doing it now. Means if somebody is sleeping for 13 hours every day, he been doing that consistently, and it's become a habit. Alright? So anything you do consistently will become your habit.
I agree. Alright, so what advice would you give to your new employees entering the industry after the crisis?
I would say nothing is easy, and we have to really adopt for the new changes and be prepared for the changes. You know, so maybe today is Zoom, tomorrow will be totally a different platform. Alright, so today is COVID, maybe next time could be another new pandemic, you know, hit us. So just be prepared. So don't sit in your comfort zone. So always ready to adopt the changes. Make the changes is one thing, adopt the changes is another thing.
And I think having like the experience of us during this COVID, right, like whatever opportunities or decisions that you take, you can also implement on the new
Exactly
that are coming, so you'll not be left out.
Correct. Because there is a lot of trial and error.
You
know, so not easy. It was not an easy journey, right? So we done a lot of failure. You know, like I said, if we wanna do a e-signature, for example, it's not that easy, because we also have some clients which is not at level of educational. You know, they know how to do the e-signature, or they can go through the e-links and all that. Okay, so it's not their mistake, because all this while life insurance business is actually meeting them face to face and get the signature from the documents, right? It's not their mistake. So we cannot change that, but we can change ourselves. You know, so how we want to make this happen. So that's the most important thing. Like I said, problem is not a problem, but you don't know how to handle the problem, then it's a problem, right? So we have to adopt to the changes. So for those newcomers, so be prepared for the changes. Don't always, or if you find it yourself are very comfortable, means it's something wrong already. So you have to do something immediately to make the changes, right? So that's what I will always advise my newcomers.
Thank you so much, sir, for having the interview with us today. Really glad to have this whole session going through successfully.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.